For the 2025 model year Ioniq 5, Hyundai introduced a new camera system that monitors the driver's eyes using an infrared camera to detect that you are actually paying attention to the road. The problem is that people are paying attention and they're still getting the warnings. And the worst thing about it is there is no way to permanently deactivate it. You can deactivate it to the point where it will not operate if you don't have cruise control on, but once you hit that cruise control button and activate highway drive assist, it will always engage. But I recently came across a technical service bulletin related to this system, and there's some things that we need to discuss in how you can mitigate the problem. So if you're really frustrated with the system and want to know how to try and fix it, then stay tuned. Hey everybody, it's the Ioniq guy. If this is your first time here, welcome. I'm Corbin. I cover all things Hyundai, Kia, Genesis, EV related. This is going to apply to pretty much any of Hyundai, Kia, Genesis's new vehicles that have this little nub on top of the steering column, which is that built-in infrared camera. So unlike the old versions of their EVs and all their cars in general, instead of it being a torque-based system, so when you apply pressure to the steering wheel, it recognizes that you're there, it now wants to recognize that your eyes are on the road through a camera. So let's walk through this technical service bulletin so you guys can understand what the issue is. So this TSB came out in January of this year, and it's titled Drive Assistance Alert Information, Attention Alerts, Keep Eyes on Road Alerts, and Face Visibility Alerts. And the description is the Direct Driver Monitoring System, or DDMS, in certain vehicles may alert you under certain conditions when there is a low confidence by the system to consistently detect the driver's eyes. This is typically due to eyewear with low infrared transmittance, seating position, or abnormal sunlight angle. To make sure the driver is paying attention to the road, the DDMS uses an infrared in-cabin camera, or ICC, to track and monitor the driver's eye movements. The system triggers visual and audible warnings when it detects the driver is not paying attention to the road. If the driver is wearing eyeglasses with low infrared transmittance, occupant is in an unusual seating position, or if the sun reflectivity angle is not ideal, the system may have difficulty detecting the driver's eyes. This may result in temporary deactivation of certain driver assistance features, such as highway driving assist and forward attention warning. So I personally have not had any issues with the system. It just has worked pretty much flawlessly for me. Now, you guys have seen my sunglasses that I wear in all of my driving videos. They're Ray-Ban prescription sunglasses. They do have like a grayish tint to them, so they're not green, they're not reflective, but they are indeed polarized. I don't wear any other sunglasses in the car. These are the only ones I ever wear. So they go on to say in the TSB, this symptom is a normal characteristic of the DDMS and does not indicate a malfunction. Replacing the infrared in-cabin camera or related components is not recommended. So don't go into your dealership asking for them to replace this because they're not going to do it. If features frequently deactivate, then remove suspected eyewear, select eyewear with higher infrared transmittance, adjust the seat position, or look at the road and avoid the infrared in-cabin camera. The infrared in-cabin camera cannot be disabled when cruise control is on. So this next page here is going to be critical to understanding what's going on for you. So certain sunglasses and eyeglasses labeled as polarized or equipped with UV protection coatings often block infrared light as well, making it more likely to interfere with the eye recognition feature of the DDMS. However, a pair of glasses without polarization or UV protection can also have low infrared transmittance. To determine if a particular pair of glasses affect the DDMS, have the driver wear them in the vehicle to see if the in-cabin camera can detect the driver's eyes normally. And here we have a table going over all the various types of glasses that they think are representative of some of these issues. So you can see going down, shaded sunglasses. Those are probably going to be like your cheapo gas station sunglasses that you pay $5 to $10 for. 91% infrared transmittance. You can see clearly in the photo, the driver's eyes are very visible. And they say eye detection result, okay. Next one down, brown shaded sunglasses. So these look similar to cheapo gas station glasses. 84% infrared transmittance. You can pretty much clearly see the driver's eyes. Now here's where the issues begin. Non-polarized mirror finish sunglasses, only a 42% infrared transmittance. You can see in the image the driver's eyes are pretty difficult to see, and that is going to lead to intermittent issues with eye detection. Now going down, the next two are prescription eyeglasses. Those were measured at 44 and 42%. And again, with those two, low confidence to consistently detect eyes. Now getting into the worst of the worst, mirror finish sport sunglasses, those wraparound ones that people really like. Only 23% infrared transmittance, and you can see the eyes are basically unobservable. And I'm guessing the NG stands for no good. Low confidence to consistently detect eyes. And oddly enough, the last one, non-polarized green shaded sunglasses, which look like my Ray-Ban Wayfarers, but they are not polarized. Those only come in at 11% infrared transmittance, and the driver's eyes are basically completely invisible. So that's going to lead to just consistent warning after warning, deactivation of highway drive assist. So that's the glasses aspect. Let's talk about what the seating position could do. So they're saying seating position may also be a factor in DDMS recognition. Sitting too high, too close, or too far may interfere with the eye recognition feature. Now down here, you can kind of see in their image what a more ideal seating position would be, where your eyes are in direct line with that infrared camera. And then they have a diagram of seated too close or too far away with your seat way too back. So really what you want is a really traditional seating position. You don't want your arms crunched in like this all the way up against the steering wheel. You don't want to be all the way back like this, or with your hand on top of the steering wheel like so many people love, but I don't understand. If you do try to put tape or block the camera, it will yell at you and disable all those features. So for those of you having issues, adjust your seating position, adjust the steering column. You want to make sure that you can really see that infrared little module on the steering column. And then the last page here is in regard to sun glare. So direct sun glare from mirror finish sunglasses and direct sunlight from behind the driver may also interfere with the eye recognition feature of the DDMS. So to wrap up, the order of operations for what you should do. Adjust your seating position, adjust the steering wheel, play with that. Try it just making small adjustments every time you drive to see if you can get rid of it. If you observe that it happens during really glary hours of morning and evening, that's just the nature of the system. You can't really do much about it. And if adjusting your steering wheel and seat doesn't work, then I guess you're just gonna have to get a new pair of glasses, unfortunately. Wish it wasn't that way. I personally don't like this system. I wish they didn't implement it. I think it's unnecessary. If they had highway driving assist before without it, I don't know why it needs it now, other than liability protections for them, I guess. I personally don't want a camera watching me 24/7 while I'm driving, but hey, that's just me. So I hope this video is helpful for you guys. I keep getting emails and questions almost every day about this problem. So it's just something you're gonna have to play with and try to work around. Otherwise, you're just gonna have to accept that it's not gonna work all the time. Maybe at some point in the future, there will be a software update that kind of makes it a little bit better. So anyway, guys, if you liked today's video, give it a thumbs up. Check out my store at ioniqguy.com for accessories for your Hyundai, Kia, or Genesis EV. Of course, talking about sunglasses, in the Ioniq 5, you do not have a place to store them. So I have a couple versions of my magnetic eyewear holder that mount on that little pad on the dashboard next to the steering wheel to easily store your sunglasses when you don't need them. Consider becoming a channel member for as little as 99 cents per month. For $3, you can gain early access to these videos as well as a 5% discount to my store. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care, everybody.